What's up, everybody? Jensen Cummings here. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. We're talking about traditional versus fusion. You've heard this kind of going throughout, right? Now, still trying to find that place where we're understanding what traditional and what fusion is and how we thoughtfully navigate that and make sure that the dishes are still always thoughtful, they're authentic. Traditional versus fusion, where does your head go?
I think sometimes people, I think the word fusion gets a bit of a bad rap. I don't think it's a bad word at all. And I think if done correctly, it could be an amazing thing. You know, when people talk about authentic dishes, it's like what may be authentic to me might not necessarily be authentic to you. So if you create a recipe, that's something that is authentic to you. I feel you really have to educate your customers. You have to bring them in as to why you've infused something together. Why is this authentic to you? Are you trying to incorporate traditional with fusion, or are you mainly trying to do fusion? And if so, why? Why are you doing either one?
For me, comfort food is Chinese food. Like anytime that I'm seeking a sense of, I need a taste of home, that's where I gravitate. And I think that's one of the harder cuisines as well. My partner's gluten-free. And so for having accessibility to safe Chinese food for her, and just kind of taking a riff on that and playing with flavors, because that's really what I love to do, is just kind of playing with different flavors and sauces.
When you ask people what Chinese food is, a lot of people don't even know what real Chinese food is. So this is your chance to bring them into what is traditional Chinese food. I would play off of, because what you feel right now and what is in your life 24/7 is gluten-free Chinese food. And so I would play off of that. But I would probably stay away. I'd really push the gluten-free, just because so many people are trying to eat healthy.
The gluten-free and kind of the dietary needs is Ching, what I've heard you saying the most often about this is that you're creating an accessibility that's never been there, that you're thoughtfully trying to take care of people's health. And so thinking about, it's like gluten-free Chinese with a twist, right? Like you can create an extension within the core messaging of the brand that really speaks to that.
I try to eat gluten-free when I can, but I have more of a soy intolerance, so that's kind of the fun part of all of that. But
you have two stories to tie in with why you're using the ingredients you're using, and the fact that you can use different ingredients and still keep the traditional Chinese tasting traditionally like Chinese, and then don't throw in a few fusion dishes, throw in a few really old school Chinese dishes. You know what I'm saying? And like people like, whoa, this is Chinese? First off, you need to schedule a tasting with those specific folks, bring them in and let them have a taste. Like you get in a room with them and you explain to them each dish that they're getting ready to eat, what they're eating, what that dish means, where it came from, what the ingredients are, and that it is real Chinese food. They're going to be your best salespeople, because you can't be in all these places at one time. You're going to be in your place focusing on creating the dishes. You need other people that can be your voice out there, but they're not going to know what to say or resonate with your story unless you tell them your story. You know what I mean? People want to experience that. It's like people take even if it's just a truck, even if it's just a truck, they're not like sitting down somewhere. You want that interaction with them, that connection, and that you want them to feel connected to you so they keep coming back.
You can tell there's no right answer, right? Through all of this, it is your personal journey. It's your personal story. You have to decide which direction you're going to take it. I think a couple of the big takeaways for me is have confidence that your story matters, that your experience, that your culture, that your food, it matters.